when it comes to protesting, I am all for protesting. Always have been. If you want to protest, go ahead and do it. But by all means, if you're going to go ahead and protest, do it peacefully and do it respectfully. And don't do anything too fucking stupid. But it seems that sometimes, humans, we don't know how to follow that. We don't know how to not be dumb. And this guy right here has done exactly that. So you've probably seen this in the last day, because this yesterday, like by the time this video is coming out, would have been yesterday. This yesterday went fucking viral. Like, this was going everywhere, and rightfully so. Is, if you haven't heard, and like I said, I'm pretty sure you have by now, is that there was this guy. So obviously there's the whole entire like Trump court trial going on at the moment, where Trump is on trial for some like, it's been called like the hush money trial, where he supposedly gave someone like some hush money to pretty much be quiet and not speak their mouth over something that he supposedly did. And it's a few other things as well. But while that's been going on, some dude yesterday decided to go up to where that is, like near the area of where Trump is, of where like he's being held, and he lit himself on fire. That's right. And I'm going to show a picture of it now. And now I have to obviously blur it out, because I don't think that YouTube would really like me to fully show an unblurred image of someone being set on fire. Because even though you can't see it like too well, you can see the dude, like you can see his head, and you can clearly see that the dude is set on fire. And it's a horrific picture. I'd like to show the video as well, but like I said, I don't know how much YouTube allows. I seriously doubt that it's going to allow me to show a video of someone being on fire and police are trying to fucking like hurry up and put this guy out with some fucking fire extinguisher. So if you want, just go on Twitter, literally just search up man sets himself on fire, and you will 100% find the video. But when I first saw all of this come out, when I first heard about this, before seeing anything else, my immediate thoughts on this was like, is this really some idiot who set himself on fire to protest against Trump? Like, if that was the case, because that's what I first thought, because I'm just like, this whole Trump trial's going on, the election's not too far off in America, a whole load of people don't like Trump. To me, it just like, it just seemed like all the dots were connecting. And I was just like, damn, you really really, no matter how much you hate someone, no matter how much you want to protest against someone, setting yourself on fire? Really? Like, come on, man. Are you for real? That's my first thought. But then I did some digging. Well, not too much digging, but I started reading some articles about this. Because like I said, and like everyone else pretty much, if you look at it from the surface, you're probably like, damn, this guy set himself on fire because he fucking hates Trump. But if you go read a few articles, you will find out that this guy is actually just a complete fucking nutcase. He is a full nutcase and a full-on conspiracy theorist. And he didn't even set himself on fire just mainly like to be against Trump necessarily. It wasn't really just against Trump. Like, this is a picture of him. This is like, I'm not sure if this was like the day before that, but this is him in New York. Just like, I don't know if it's the day before or the exact same day, but this is the guy of him holding up a sign talking about how Trump and Biden, about they're gonna bring on some fascist coup against us. That's his whole entire point. Also, when I just started editing this video, I found this on going around Twitter, and it's him on his Instagram saying "start a revolution" over and over. So enjoy that little snippet, and then we'll get back to the video.
Start a fucking revolution. Start a fucking revolution. Start a fucking revolution. You've got nothing to lose.
He's a conspiracy theorist of where he believes that the whole entire like government and all these billionaires and everyone, that all the rich and powerful people are bringing on fascism towards at least America. Or, you know what, the way that he was talking about it and the way that it seemed is the entire fucking world. And you might be asking Donnie, well, how did they come to this conclusion? Like, it's not like they could get an interview with this guy, because unfortunately, he's dead. He is dead. After the police did manage to put out the flames, he was brought to a hospital, obviously put in critical condition, and sadly, he didn't survive. He didn't survive, and now the man is dead. And obviously you're asking me, Donnie, the guy's dead. There's no way that they were able to interview the guy and be like, excuse me, but why exactly did you do this? You know, they couldn't do that. He's dead. And even if you look at that picture, you would still like say to me, Donnie, that's not really much to go off. Well. Right before this man set himself on fire. Just like every other fucking nutcase that would do this. The massive conspiracy theorist. What did this guy do? He uploaded an 8-page memo to the internet right before he set himself on fire. And I'm going to link it down in the description below because TMZ, because I tried finding it, the original, and I couldn't find the original, but thankfully, I did find this, that TMZ was very thankful to repost this. And I'm just saying that it's an interesting read. I will say that very much. An extremely interesting read. Now, like I said, I'm going to link it down below if you guys want to go ahead and read it yourself. But I'm going to have a look. I kind of just skimmed through it and kind of picked out some of my favorite bits from this memo. Because at first, I was just like, this guy's a complete idiot for setting himself on fire, for being against Trump. But then once I read this, I was kind of like, you know what? As much as I still think he's an idiot, now I get it. Now I get it of why he set himself on fire. So the great one right here, obviously he says, we are victims of a totalitarian con and our government, along with many of their allies, which would include Australia, where I'm from as well, is about to hit us with an apocalyptic fascist world coup. So this guy thinks that that America and all of its allies are going to turn the entire world into a fascist coup, is basically bringing on some fascist coup. And if you don't know what fascism is, here's the definition of it, like a simple definition if you want it. But all you have to do is say, if you're like, Donnie, I don't really know too much what fascism is. You know that party that Germany had during the late 30s and the early 1940s? And it was run by that guy with the small little mustache. That's a fascist country. Now, I'm not saying that, their war crimes is because they were fascists, but just, read up about them and just look at the definition that I did put up on the screen. And you will kind of garner that, a fascism way of, living is not a great government to have at all. He also believes that climate change, COVID, vaccines, and AI is going to kill us all. Now, I could see the AI part. I don't get about COVID and vaccines. I mean, I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist, but isn't COVID's the disease and then the vaccines are meant to heal you? But I mean, these conspiracy theorists, people think that vaccines are going to kill us. Climate change. I mean, this guy probably thinks that everything is going to kill us at this point. Let's be honest. He says zombies. Zombies tell us that the public is our enemy. I mean, he probably thinks that The Walking Dead's gonna be real. He also compares himself to fucking Lisa Simpson as well. I saw one of the comments on the TMZ post, and it's just like, what I got from this memo is if you watch The Simpsons, you're gonna become a conspiracy theorist. And then obviously, this is the second last one to go off by, is that he obviously talks, and you know what, I'm not surprised, is that he brings up cryptocurrency, and how cryptocurrency is supposedly an economic doomsday device, and our government is a secret kleptocracy. The Simpsons exist to brainwash us. And then near the end, he says, when we piece it all together, we understand the truth. We are in a totalitarian doomsday cult. I mean, I don't know what this guy was smoking, but fuck, I would like to give some of it a try. Like, this is beyond conspiracy theorists. This is just full guy needs to be strapped to a chair can't harm himself whatsoever. Like, back in the day, we didn't know about these people because we didn't have the internet. And when people started blubbering shit like this, they were put in mental institutions, not because they discovered the truth. And I'm not saying that I believe everything that the government gives us. Now, I'm not a massive conspiracy theorist, but there's obviously, come on, you can't not believe that there's definitely shit that goes on in the world that we have no idea what's happening. 100%. There's some shady shit that goes on in the world every single day that we don't know. But this is like beyond ridiculous. Like I'm saying, go read the memo. Like, or at least just go pull it up and skim through it. You'll have a great laugh. I mean, it's still sad the fact that some guy died. And, you know, it's just sad that he got to this position where he wasn't able to be strapped to a chair in a mental hospital and hopefully rehabilitated. Instead, he was just, you know, left out in the world, left to the internet, and sadly, he set himself on fire, and now he's dead. But yeah, I'd like to hear what you guys have to think about this down below. That's it from me. Peace out.